welcome. Hey, you're gonna have to excuse me a little bit. As you can tell by the sound of my voice, I have some pretty significant allergies today, and I am not even joking. I took 2 Claritin, and they didn't do anything. I mean, nothing. So I'm gonna have to switch like diphenhydramine or fenofexidine or something because Claritin is just not cutting it. The allergies are horrific down here. We got like 13 to 15 mile an hour sustained winds, about 20 mile an hour gusts, and it's just kicking up all the pollen. So I apologize if I sound like complete dookie. Nothing I can do about it. Whatever. You don't care. But anyways, hopefully it won't be a long stream tonight. But every time I say that, I don't know, things tend to run long, but I don't have a lot to talk about. This was something I just wanted to do real quick a couple of days ago, but I decided to do it tonight because I have tonight off, tomorrow off, and then I don't be at work till Monday. So I've got about 40 hours to do whatever the hell I want. And so I'm kind of curious. Maybe you guys can help me out. I was listening to Aaron's stream the other day, and well, I guess there's been a few times I wanted to kind of ask about this, but Aaron put this video on, I think it was like, was it 2 days ago? I don't remember. But she had actually made a video about 8 months ago in relationship to nonsense and down the rabbit hole news. When both of them seemed to like invoke my name for some reason. And I didn't really say much about it, but I'm trying to figure out why they were. But I was watching Aaron the other day, and something kind of struck me pretty heavily, because I don't like false allegations. As you know, people have made false allegations left and right about me, and it's getting tedious, especially when they have no actual evidence to give to any of their claims. So my questions are towards this content creator, Down the Rabbit Hole News, who I know nothing about, hardly, very little. I don't think I've ever talked to the girl. I've been in her live chat a few times, but if I remember, I don't think I've ever been on a panel with her. I could be mistaken on this, and if I am, that's fine. But as far as I remember, I don't think I've ever actually spoken to her. But again, not a hill I'm going to die on. Maybe she'll actually watch this and let me know if I have or have not. I'm serious. I don't remember. That's how little I really know about this person. However, watching Aaron stream, and yes, I watch Aaron stream. I know. It's a guilty pleasure. Okay. But I do watch EKC's streams almost regularly anymore because they're entertaining, informative, and her entitlement translator stuff is really, really, really funny. But this struck me as more egregious than most, because apparently Down the Rabbit Hole News was sitting on Queen Bee's channel, who I've only been on her panel once. I went over there. I explained my position with Unirock, explained to Queen Bee that, yes, Unirock has done this for a very long time. He's just a con man. He just grifts off people. He just involves himself in the community, starts a bunch of drama, profits, and then goes to the next one. That's Unirock. We all know this by now. That's not any news flash. And I definitely think Queen Bee fully realizes that, because Unirock did the exact same thing to her. So she is well aware of that. But Dawn, so I went over there, just said my piece, and I have no really reason to go back. I'll listen every so often when they're talking about Unirock, which I think they are tonight, but I just wasn't, I didn't care. But Down the Rabbit Hole was talking on Queen Bee's panel, saying something to the effect that I and Veda were harassing her. Now, I can't speak for Veda. I want to call it harassing. Veda has taken her to task, which is not harassing. But I understand people use, hyperbolic language. Oh, they're calling me out. They're saying mean things about me. Whatever. I mean, look, I have like thousands of videos about me. I don't care. I mean, at that point, it's just you just don't even watch any of them. You don't care. I mean, it just you get null to it. You just get numb. It's just you don't care. But there are certain things that you do care about when people make false allegations. I've let them slide before, and I said to myself, look, people start making this stuff again. I want to know why. So she made an allegation that not just Veda was harassing her, and Veda's a big girl. She can take care of herself. She might pop in. I gave her the link. She's definitely able to, handle her own business, so to speak. But she said I was attacking her. I'd like to know where, when, how, why. I could ask who, but obviously the who would be me. But who, when, why, when, the questions of any good journalist: who, what, when, why, and how, who, what, when, how, and why. I have no idea what the hell she's talking about. I've never had any interactions with this particular person. I certainly never attacked him. The most I think I've ever said about this person, if I remember correctly, is that she at one time had a police report that was just a report. It was just somebody that just tried to file a police report that went nowhere, and she ran with it as if it was some major investigation by the Popo, and that Letitia Bias was being investigated. We all know that was BS. We know that the person who filed that report never actually filed it. Just never did a follow up. There was no investigation. She was trying to convince Letitia Bias that the police were going to come get you. You need to turn yourself in. She basically, if anything, harassed that that poor woman. That's the only thing I've ever said about her. That's it. And we all know that's true. Anybody who thinks that's not true, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what story that you want. She did exactly that. She had a police report there was no investigation, trying to claim there was an investigation, and I think tried to scare the living bejesus out of Letitia Bias. So that's it. That's the only thing I've ever said about her. Other than that, nothing. I don't think I've said anything else. I remember, again, EKC made a video about her, and the video was like dear nonsense and rabbit hole, and it was basically going on about, if I remember correctly, I have it here and I put it in the video description, but I didn't watch it again. But it was something along the lines of, again, how it was going between Molly Golightly and the GoFundMe and Letitia, and I think Down the Rabbit Hole News is culpable in harassing Letitia. I do believe this. We know now that Letitia, at least as far as I'm concerned, Letitia did absolutely nothing wrong. Like literally did nothing wrong. She was just a victim of the internet. She didn't know what she was getting herself into, and then she ran into Katie Joy and Unirock, and they just took advantage of her, and they decided to go after her and target her like they do anybody else. She was a target, and she didn't know how to respond to it properly. She didn't know how to deal with it, and they basically made her have a mental breakdown, an actual nervous breakdown. Bell palsy she had stress, she had to go to the hospital. This was all because people like Down the Rabbit Hole News at all over on that side were just saying that she was a scam artist, and they were bullying and harassing this grieving mother that had a son in a coma. This is my understanding of the story. If there's any details on it that I'm missing, by all means, let me know. But that's the only thing that I've said about this person. Who, what, when, why, and how. Yeah. But that's it. That's it. So can someone that pays attention to this stuff, because I really don't, other than EKC, and I'll watch some of Veda stuff, but Veda stuff runs like 3-4 hours, and I even at 1.5 speed, it's tedious. And nothing against Veda. She just has a lot of stuff, okay? But when I'm watching something, a lot of times I'll just lay down, I'll put an earpiece in and just listen. So I'm not even watching the screen most of the time. If I say I'm laying down, I'm just literally laying down with Bluetooth. But does anybody know what this person's talking about and how I attacked her? Because I mean, I'm sorry, but me saying that she had a false, she went ahead and didn't vet this police report saying there was some investigation, that's not an attack. And that was like, I don't know, 6 months ago, maybe? I don't know. It was a long time ago. Why is she going on Queen Bee's channel to say that I am, quote, attacking her? That's pretty hyperbolic language for somebody that I know nothing about, that I don't give a damn about, that I haven't been over to her channel in ages. I haven't been in her live chat in ages. I happen to like her content when she came on the scene, but then all of a sudden she got all the facts wrong and didn't seem to care. I'm like, okay, I'm done. You know how I am. Once a content creator stops caring about their facts, I have no interest in them. How many times have I done this? How many people that I don't get along with anymore because I realize they're not interested in facts? I just don't care at that point. I just leave them. And most of them I never look back. I don't even talk about some of them. And so I just said, okay, well, I'm not interested in this channel any longer. I didn't say anything to her whatsoever. I was never mod for her or nothing. I just stopped watching her stuff. That's it. I didn't make a big issue about it. It's not LAX. I don't have to announce my departure from her channel. I didn't care. So April says the simplest explanation is usually the correct one. She's probably just another dick on the internet. And that very well might be. But you know what? I usually try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I do. And I know it bites me in the butt. I get it. I do. But if nonsense wants, I'm sorry, not nonsense. Now I'm starting to get confused because she seems to be running with nonsense narratives, But if Down the Rabbit Hole News wants to have a conversation with me and ask me questions, she's more than willing, able to. I'm more than willing to have a conversation with her. Here's an open panel. I put the string link at the top. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to be ashamed of, or I have nothing to care. I have no personal interest with this person. Therefore, sure, I'll talk to her. I only won't talk to people mostly that I have a personal thing against. If I dislike you personally and I've had some kind of personal issue with you, I will never speak to them again or even speak their name sometimes. It depends. But if I've never had an interaction with somebody, then fine, I'll give you a shot. What do you got to say? And so I don't understand why she can sit there on Queen Bee's channel and talk about me, but not come to me directly and say, hey, Steve, I've heard this, this, and this, or why are you saying this? Or can I ask you about this? Nothing. Absolutely freaking nothing. And then, of course, you got nonsense over there making up these BS things like, oh, Steve's harassing me. Steve's hitting on me. That never happened. Let me make it very clear for the people in the back. I have never sent nonsense an email. I've never sent nonsense DM message or Facebook message. Absolutely nothing. What she's getting, if anything, of these fake emails that are going around, Veda's getting them. I'm getting them. Everybody's getting them. I think we know who they are from. I pretty much narrowed it down, and it's not just one person. It's a collection of people, I think. But there's one person in particular that's like the ringleader all of a sudden. And you guys probably know who that is too. And no, I can't prove it off, like beyond a reasonable or beyond a preponderance of the evidence, I guess you can say. I think I could prove it beyond a reasonable doubt, but not beyond preponderance of the evidence. But it's okay. It's my belief, right? These are my beliefs. I'm not saying that absolutely is this person, but I have a very strong opinion of the person and personages that are doing the fake emails, right? But she never got one from me, and she knows she never got one from me. She knows these are fake emails. She knows they're phishing, whether come up phishing or your spam, right? Most of my stuff goes to spam filters. I lost a lot of emails because they go to spam. I mean, I don't. If something is questionable, I probably will never even see it, right? Because I have spam filters and things of that nature, and so I don't bother with this stuff. Veda gets everything. Veda gets every copy, right? And so I have the emails that have been going around, but if people send me these fake stuff, there's a good chance I'm never going to see it. Right. So I do understand, though, they're going around. I do talk to people, but nonsense knows damn well I never sent anything to her. Veda, I know has been in communication with her, but she knows there's fake Veda accounts out there. We know that people are making fake accounts. This is facts and evidence, but she knows I never did. And she has to be dumber than dog crap to think that I would ever send her an email and in any way be derogatory. It's just not going to happen. And so she's either willfully ignorant or absolutely lying. There's only two things for like nonsense. Either she got an email that she maybe thinks, well, she wouldn't even think it. She got an email that supposedly may have been for me or something, and she's too stupid to realize it's not me, or too willfully ignorant to care, or she's just, well, that's about it, I think, right? I mean, yeah. I mean, she's either too stupid to not recognize it's not me, or she knows and doesn't care. I don't really know too many other options. If you got some, that's fine. But those are pretty much the two big options out there. She just knows and doesn't care, or just doesn't care. But either way, I never said anything. Nothing. And so her making these allegations is absolutely ridiculous. It's just making her look stupid, because anybody knows in the right mind, I would never send emails to nonsense of anything like that. It just would never happen. Matter of fact, I was sitting in the live chat the other last week or something on Queen Bees, and no, it wasn't Queen Bees. I'm sorry, it was a Crime in Fashion. And the live chat was saying, why don't you just send an email to Nonsense Asker? And I'm like, hell no. And they're like, well, why not? I'm like, because this is why. Because I'm dealing with a dishonest person. Nonsense is a dishonest person. I'm not going to send an email to somebody who's dishonest. That's just ridiculous. They're looking at, oh my God, I can send an email and just say, hey, I hope your day was great. Oh, he's harassing me. No, I don't play that little childish games. So no, I've never sent her a single solitary email. So if Nonsense is saying that she's gotten anything from me, it's absolutely BS. She needs to show the evidence, and I guarantee it. If she has anything from anybody who's faking stuff, which could happen, she's well aware that it's not me and just doesn't care. She's just using it for persecution, right? So that's just the whole nonsense thing. She hasn't shown anything because there's nothing to show, I don't think. But I mean, I do know there's fake emails going around. So yeah, there might be something out there that maybe she's trying to use for persecution, but she knows damn well it wasn't me. I mean, come on. She cannot be that freaking stupid. Maybe she is. Maybe she is. I don't think so, though. I mean, I think she's an idiot, but she also knows that people are making fake emails left and right. There's a group of people that are doing it. Like I said, we kind of know who they are. We know people have made fake accounts before. It's the same group. It's not Nat, and no, it's not Nat, and no, it's not Nat. I don't even know that Nat is even still around. I don't think any of this has to do with Nat. I think there's a group of people. They all pretend to be Nat. They all, pretend to be this big boogeyman, sending around the most horrific emails, trying to make it appear that it's from myself or Veda or Uni or Nonsense. Yeah, it's just a group of people doing this, and so I like to think that Nonsense probably knows they're fake and she doesn't care. I just think she's dishonest, so that makes sense to me. That fits my theory about her, is that she's just like Unirock. She doesn't care what's true or not. She just wants to have this persecution. So if somebody makes a fake email, she's like, oh, this is great. This is a fake email. I know it's fake email, but I'm still going to say it's from Steve. That's exactly what she would do. But as far as like down the rabbit hole news, nothing. I think, I mean, did I email her? I don't know. I might have actually emailed her. I don't know. This was a long time ago. Now I got to, but I've never been on panel with her. Now I got to, and I'm wondering, have I talked to her before? What does she go by? Is it Lisa or Tina or something like that? Not trying to dox her, but I know people use her first name for something. But down, uh, I'm just trying to think if I ever even emailed down the rabbit hole. I don't think so. Like I said, I was only around her channel for a while. Now, the only thing I have is down the rabbit hole loves your comment seems to come up. What is the comment? The comment says, this is my comment from down the rabbit hole. This is from August 9th, 2022. 2022. And it's from the exclusive audio of Nonsense Without a Crystal Ball attacks CC Suarez, down the rabbit hole news. And my comment was, hashtag Without a Crystal Ball, or WOACB is what my abbreviation is for her, has never once addressed her multiple false allegations against me and others. Never once. Her apology video to me does not count as she took it down. Never once shown a shred of evidence of her allegations against me. Nothing. Her evidence was decontextualized tweets and Facebook posts. That's what her hearted comment. That's the only thing I even comes up in my email to her about it, down the rabbit hole news. But I'm gonna try to see here. There's another. No, that's it. That's really it. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what is she talking about. Do you guys have an idea? I'll let you guys fill me in here. What is she talking about that I've somehow attacked down in the rabbit hole news when I haven't even been around her channel since August of 2022? So let me shout out to people out there: Brandon, Reagan, Megan, that rhymes. Randa, April, Mia, Doug. Anybody want to come in and tell me? Megan, you want to pop on in and maybe give me an idea of what the hell I'm dealing with here? Because again, I don't follow a lot of the stuff. Man, I come home, I watch some show or something. I'll put on a movie or watch EKC or whatever. But other than that, I don't follow any of this drama. I don't care. All the nonsense and down the rabbit hole and all that whole group over there with Uni, they're all the same to me. I have no interest in them. I don't watch any of Nonsense's stuff. And I obviously haven't been over to down the rabbit hole since August of 2022, was the last thing I even have of her. So if they're talking crap about me, I'd kind of like to know why and why. I mean, I don't expect Nonsense to ever have a conversation with me because, she's just dishonest. I mean, she doesn't care. But, if down the rabbit hole news is going to be somebody to be taken seriously and not somebody like Nonsense, in a what is it, because she wears the face mask, right? What is it called? The mask, yeah, I guess a face mask, whatever. If she just doesn't want to be another version of Nonsense, then why doesn't she just talk to me? I mean, what is it that I've done to you down the rabbit hole news? How have I attacked you? I mean, like I said, I think you were absolutely wrong for running with a quote police report that never had any investigation to make it sound like Letitia Pass was under investigation when she wasn't, and I criticize you for that. But that's not attacking you. But other than that, why do you talk about me? Why does my name even come out of your mouth? I don't understand. I have nothing to do with you. I even said the same thing. Remember, I did something to was it Just Doom? I'm like, dude, I don't even know you. You're all talking about me like you know me or something. I don't know anything about you. And he's just like rambling, like he knew everything about my life and everything he got wrong. And I'm like, you're basically having these people tell you stuff, and it's all BS, and you're running with it as if it's true because you're an idiot. Veda says, hi. Oh, hey, you know what? I just realized I could freaking StreamYards. I just realized I can actually show the comments. There we go. Hey, yeah, but should I do it in Veda's voice? In Two Top Tammy's voice? I don't think I could do it. I don't have the high pitch. I'll do it in my radio voice. Hey, Steve, I can't come up, but I don't remember her saying you attacked her. She did. She said Veda. She said Steve and Veda attacked me. She put my name with yours. I remember her saying that I somehow connected her with you, but I have no idea what she's talking about, nor do I. But I maybe, and look, I will fully admit, seriously, if I misunderstood what she said, I will absolutely walk it back, and I will formally apologize to Down the Rabbit Hole News. But I am quite confident, and I don't have the video because I just don't listen to Queen Bee. I'll go over there if they're talking about Unirock or something, and it's just mildly interesting. But other than that, not really. But I am positive that she mentioned my name and your name together on EKC's channel, and it was along the lines of attacking, because I was in EKC's chat going, "How have I attacked you? How have I attacked you down the rabbit hole?" I'm not gonna go find it, but it was from EKC's stream last night. I'm just not interested in playing a video. I know EKC does a lot of that. This is just a StreamYard stream, so. But if like I said, man, if I'm mistaken, I will walk it back. I have no problem with that whatsoever. But she did mention my name, and she did basically imply that you were attacking her and I was attacking her, or somehow we were connected in that regard. And I just want clarification on that. If let's assume she didn't say I was attacking her, which I like I said, I think she did, but let's say assume that she didn't. I would like some clarification on that. If she says, "Hey, I wasn't claiming you're attacking me," then good to go. All is great in the universe. But if she does think that I'm attacking her, I'd like to know why. I can understand nonsense thinking maybe that I'm kind of attacking her when I'm not. I'm just calling her out for her BS because like everybody else does, because nonsense is this commensurate liar. She's just a newer version of Unirock. I see no difference, absolutely no difference between her and Unirock. They do the exact same thing. They just basically take up some kind of cause for drama and then go fight against a content creator and profit off of it. This is all they do. When Unirock spent 3 years going after me and I just ignored him for 3 years, he moved on to some other target where he can get some profit off of it, and he profited off Molly Golightly. Once he took her channel down, which I do think, they had a hand in, absolutely. He had to find another target, and it just happened to be nonsense. And then, they can also go with, against AZ, and also go against Julie Virgo and all those nutters over there that have, again, absolutely nothing freaking to do with. Let them fight amongst themselves over there. It's a bunch of group of idiots talking, crap about each other. I don't have any interest in that. I'll listen to the clips on Twitter, but that's it. There's some funny clips on Twitter, but other than that, I don't go to these people's channels. I don't listen to any of their stuff. They can talk about me till they're blue in the face. I don't care. It's only the clips that I see on Twitter and in this or on EKC channel. And in this particular EKC video, she did say it seemed that she was accusing me of attacking her, just like Nonsense was accusing me of sexually harassing her. Like, you out of your freaking mind? I mean, seriously. And yes, I would love everybody to just call her out on that, because it's just bizarre. This is what I'm saying. I think she knows that the emails are fake. She doesn't care because she's made up a story in her mind. She's made up a story that I've somehow sexually harassed her. Even if she had fake emails that something was in there, she knows these emails are fake. Either that or she's the dumbest person on the planet, which is possible, but it doesn't fit her. It doesn't fit her profile. Nonsense seems to be somebody who knows how to manipulate people. She's been around the block. She's very, very narcissistic, very, very manipulative, very Katie-like, very Judy-like. And so I think she knows how to manipulate stories for her advantage. And I don't know what the reason is. I don't know if it's for profit or just personal trolling. I have no idea, nor do I much care. But she is the same as they are. And so I would have to think that she absolutely knows that I've never sent anything to her. I've never emailed her. I've certainly never freaking harassed her. And this, I think, is why she's completely dishonest. And she'll never show evidence, nor she'll even confront me on it. She'll never ask me. Veda says, "Oh, that's a different stream." She said she had nothing against you, is what I heard. That was ages ago. However, words and thoughts change per stream. Yeah, that seems to be the case, right? Yeah. Yeah. KCJC says, yeah, find the stream and search for Steve, which is, yeah, it's fine. I mean, I can play it if you really want to. I can maybe go find it from last night. Are you guys interested in it? I just want it to be very long. Go watch Translating Unirock and His Tale of JLR and T-Spiracy. It's a really good video by Erin, her entitlement translator. So this one wasn't that long ago. Let's see here. It was alive. It was 3 days ago, I guess, which really wasn't full 3 days ago. The lies of Team No One when your words say one thing. Was it that one? Okay, so let me show transcript. No matches. Matches in the transcript. Well, it was toward the end of the stream because I showed up. Let's see, was it because I got off work, I think, and I remember I showed up toward the end, and I was like, why? Either I was laying down. I don't remember. But I was like, why is she talking about me? See, I'm not seeing it. Was that the last video she had lies of Team No One when your words say one thing and the actions say another? Was that the last one? Because I'm not even seeing myself in that particular live chat, and I know I was in the live chat because I'm sorry, I was in a non sequitur show account. That's why. Oh, okay, that was her video. Let me see if it's on the non sequitur show account because that's what I was under, not my Steve McRae account. Maybe that might help find it. Live chat replay. No, I'm not seeing it. What stream was it then? You guys can hear it. That's not it. That's not it. Let's see. Hey, Pazuzu. Hey, I think that's Christopher. Hi, Chris. If that's Christopher, which I think it is, which he likes changing names often. I'm just guessing here. Veda, yeah, that sexual harassment mess is BS. I can't even believe she said that. I was shocked. Why? This is nonsense. Again, Unirock claimed I sexually harassed him. Put that in your brain and process that. Okay, these are people that are just freaking dishonest as all hell. Oh, it's Sarah. Oh, that ain't well, okay. That's a little difference. Sarah. Well, hey, Sarah. Been a day. Would you like to come in, Sarah? I didn't. I was Chris because he's into the satanic stuff. So Pazuzu, which was the demon from the Exorcist. The Exorcist wasn't the devil; it was a demon called Pazuzu. It says, "Hey, Steve." Oh, you know what? Why don't I just show this? I'm sorry, I forgot. I never have any idea what you're talking about these days. Neither do I. Hey, Steve, what do you think about the T-Spiracy Unity drone? I couldn't care less. Let him box it out. I think both of them are. You got to remember, T-Spiracy learned everything how to troll people from Unirock. She absolutely took his playbook. She took his playbook and ran with it. And she was the one saying that I had a atheist sex cult. And she didn't come up with that. She lied later on and said, "Oh, I'm the one that came up with that." No, you didn't. It was Unirock that came up with that. I actually went on T-Spiracy's channel to talk about it. And she asked me, "Do you have an atheist sex cult?" I'm like, "You're thinking you're an idiot," but no, I don't have one. Clearly, should we start one? Sure, but no, I don't have one. But yeah, I couldn't care less. It's a group of idiots bashing their heads against each other. I don't care. I hope they all emulate themselves, and I don't mean that physically, but I mean hope they all like their channels emulate. And I don't care. Let them just fade into the woodwork. Yeah, I know Sarah would join my atheist sex cult. I'm absolutely guarantee that. You'd be like a deacon or something. Yeah, Sarah. If we had different levels in the atheist sex cult, Sarah would be like the enforcer. She'd be like the head patriarch. Is that what it's called? Patriarch? No, I want to be a patriarch. It'd be a head. What's a female version of the patriarch? Matriarch? Yeah, she'd be the head matriarch. I had to think about that. Yeah. You'd be the usher. You'd be the spill person, the wipe down girl. Yeah, that's it. Matriarch. Yes, I got it. I figured it out, Sarah. I had to think about it. Yes, I know it's matriarch. Yes, everybody's telling me matriarch. I got it. But yeah, I couldn't care less. But that's all I really want to talk about. If nobody can explain it to me, then maybe might be something to the point that down the rabbit hole is just making stuff up if she thinks I'm attacking her. But I really would like to find that video. I thought it was from Monday night, and yet when I'm going through it, I don't see anything from Non Sequitur show, which I remember I was on the Non Sequitur show. Do you guys remember that on EKC's channel? Do you remember where I was like, "Hey, nonsense"? I was, "Hey, down the rabbit hole. How the hell did I attack you? Please, someone explain this to me." Because it's not coming up on her last video. Did she private one or something, or is there a different one? Because it wasn't the one from 3 days ago. I don't see me talking in it. I'm confused which video it was. I'm sorry. I like I said, I really wasn't gonna play the video. So I've been sleeping so much today, autistic. Yeah, well, that's good. I have tomorrow off. I'm going to be napping as well. Yeah. Rename it Logical Fallacy Show. Which, well, why, for this particular stream? No, I mean, I know you like my logic stuff. I know you follow my philosophy stuff, but this is the type of video. This is a late night stream where I'm just basically going, what the hell is going on? Why is this person talking about me? You know, if you're going to talk about me, at least one, get your facts straight, and two, come talk to me like an adult. Why are people so scared to talk to me from that side? Like, seriously, like what is it about me that they're so scared? Because I'm smart? Because I'm logical? That I can smell BS a mile away? Is that what it is? They know they're full of crap. You know. You want to come in, Sarah? The link is in the light above in the pin. If you want to come in, Sarah. You talk about me all the time. I know you do. What has it been? 8 years of you talking about me? I get it. That's why I made you a mod. I figured it's safer to make you a mod. You need to pull over. You better not be texting and driving. And you better be sober too. I'll find you. Don't get in an accident. I don't want to lose anybody else that I care about. Half the people here are like, who the hell's Sarah? Yeah, you guys don't even know who this person is. She's been a mod for mine for like 8 years or something. And most people don't even know who she is. I have people that have been around a very long time. And Sarah is one of my older acquaintances of friends that we go way back. I'm a medium poopy head. Yeah, apparently. No, I think what it is though is that they know I'm a BS detector when it comes to that. And I know everybody says that, but the reality is I've actually proved it because I've had debates. My debates are pretty well known, some of them, and so I don't deal with ignorance very well, and I don't deal with people lying to me very well. I will call that out. And so if I had somebody on the panel that's just talking bollocks, I'm going to say something. That's what happened with Unirock. I mean, remember when Unirock was just like losing his mind, going to circular like conversations and reasoning and all that other stuff? And I'm like calling that out because I mean that was pretty easy to spot. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I think that's why. That seems to be the only reason why they will not talk to me unless they're dishonest. So, and that applies to any of them. Look, the good Nunya, I've never talked to her. I've never said anything about the good Nunya. Heels in the air. You know, I was in a live chat a couple days ago, and I was like, heels in the air. Hey, do you want to know about nonsense? Why is she claiming that I'm sexually harassing her? And she's just like, well, I'm just a sub kind of thing. And I'm like, yes, but you're supporting that. I'm kind of curious as to why. You're harassing me. I'm not harassing your live chat. I'm asking you a question. And they actually complained to Aaron. Aaron, your mod is harassing me. And she's like, how is he harassing you? He's asking questions. If you don't want to answer, don't answer. If you want to block him, block him. I don't care either. You know, but it's just like asking questions is not harassment, especially when you're dealing with a content creator like Nonsense who's going around slandering me. That's, I think, something of consequence. And I have every right to ask somebody why you're supporting somebody who's literally going out of the way to libel me and slander me. You know, she's clearly, like I said, either one, getting fake emails from people and not caring that they're fake, or not believing that they're fake, or she's not getting anything. There's really those only the three options I can think of. But either way, I have no idea, nor do I care. She's wrong. Period. You know, but you get heels in the air, and you get the good Nunya, and a few other people just supporting them. I want to know why. I want to know why somebody thinks it's okay for somebody like Nonsense to say, "Oh, Steve is sexually harassing me." Okay, where's the evidence for this? Because that harms people that are actually harassed. I do a lot with HR, and I've had a lot of lectures I've had to give to people. I've trained 1,000 people. I mean, I literally used to have the day we opened one of the stores like 10 years ago that I was with. We had 200 new hires. I had to do HR for all of them, and then we had hundreds of people after that. And so I'm well familiar with HR, and I'm well familiar with actual sexual harassment is. And I've been called to testify on behalf of other people or in regards to a court case, not court case, but HR investigation. When these things are brought up, they respect my opinion on it. I just literally not too long ago had HR call me on something, and they said, hey, can you give us your feedback on this? So I said, sure, because I do loss prevention. And so I kind of see everything, right? And so for somebody on the internet to just throw these terms around willy-nilly, I find it to be sickening, because there are people that are actually harassed. Like I've seen it before. I've literally have seen it and actually have had to report to managers and the company that I've witnessed sexual harassment behavior from people. And so for her to just toss these terms out there, it's just evil. It's just evil because it's just trying to smear me. It's just basically trying to defame me, which we all know that's what she does. But why aren't more people calling her out? Why aren't more people going, hey, nonsense? Yeah. Hey, where's your evidence Steve sexually harassed her? I'm okay with this. I'm fine. I know there's absolutely nothing. I know there's not a single email I've ever mailed her or nothing. So why don't more people call her out? And that's what I'm saying. Her stands don't seem to care, you know? Her stands don't seem to care. Let's see here. Do you guys have any suggestions? I mean, do you guys have any ideas why they don't just ask me questions? Again, I don't know Down the Rabbit Hole News well enough to really kind of weigh in, other than I think she made some critical mistakes. I think she did harm Letitia Bias. I don't know if she's willing to make amends on that or not. But if she's going to mention my name, she may want to get her facts straight, because I've never said anything about her other than that police report. That's it. So that's it. That's all I got, guys. I mean, like I said, it's not a very long stream. 36 minutes. I don't want to keep it open unless anybody can tell me anything more. I'll leave it for like 4 more minutes if anybody wants to pop in the live chat, the StreamYards, and tell me what's going on. But I guess the silence is basically you're all agreeing with me. Is that they don't want to know? They don't want to know the truth. They don't care. They just have no interest in facts. Is that what you think it is? So let me ask the live chat. If you guys, what do you guys just give me all your guys' impressions of what you think it is? You know, I know there's a time delay. Let's see here. April said, I don't know anything about Down the Rabbit Hole, though I accept her name is just for my liking. Well, it's from Alice in Wonderland. That's all. Didn't S.T. Thomason and the old Nostex do streams about why Steve is controversial? I think so. I know S.T. Thomason did a video stream calling out Katie Joy for her freaking false allegations, right? When she was making up this crap saying I sexually harassed her, S.J. Thomason stood up and said, no, she's a woman. S.J. Thomason is a woman, and she's like, this is harmful to women. Katie, you're lying. You know, Dave said, Bullinator said she was lying. Everybody was like, hey, Katie, you're lying. At least S.J. Thomason, she actually, as an educator, PhD in education, she wrote how these kinds of allegations affect people. And I do respect her for that. I disagree with her on almost everything else, but I do respect her for standing up for what is right and saying, "Hey, Katie, you lied." Gunnar says they won't talk to you, and only about you. They won't talk to you and only about you because they're spineless cowards and fear being told, acting in deceits and lies. Probably that seems to be the case. Again, I'm going to give Down the Rabbit Hole News the benefit of the doubt for right now. I'm going to suspend judgment. I'm going to channel the inner agnostic and say maybe I misunderstood her, or maybe she may want to clarify. And if she says, "Hey, Steve, I don't think you're attacking me. Go with God," it's over and done. We're good to go. I will never mention anything about it ever again. That's all I want to hear. That I wasn't attacking her. Maybe there's a misunderstanding, and that's it. I won't care after that point. When I forgive, I forget. I don't bring up old stuff once I've forgiven somebody. If it was a true apology, if she actually did say that and then said, I didn't mean to say you're attacking me, or maybe I'm fine if she even says, "Hey, Steve, I think you misunderstood," or "That's not what I said." Fine, that's fine too. Maybe if she can show me that's not what she said, then I'll be the one apologizing to her. I'm okay with this. Right? I am. I have no problem with that. I'll be like, "Hey, I was very wrong. I thought you said I was attacking you, or at least that's how I interpreted it. I apologize. I have no problem doing that." So, yeah, April, apparently. I'm thinking the consensus with Steve not controversial at all. I'm really not. I mean, think about it. What strong opinions do I have on anything, really? I mean, I'm a centrist. I really don't have any radicalized opinions. I'm a moderate. I think that both sides of the fence on most issues are are wrong, but I think that there might be good points on either side. I don't like the left. I don't like the right. I don't have any weird, beliefs. I don't think the Earth is flat. I don't think it's only thousands of years old. I'm not even religious. So I don't know what is so controversial that I have. I don't have any weird extreme positions. My positions are pretty basic, I guess. So yes, I'm basic. I'm fine with that. Go ahead, run with that, trolls. I'm basic. I'm completely fine with this. I applaud that. Hi, booty shots. You're late, but you're here, though. That's what matters. Yeah, she's all baked. That's funny. Well, I just about booty shots. I was just like asking people if they have any idea what Down the Rabbit Hole news was saying, why I attacked her or whatever that meant. Yeah, I'm the world's worst sex cult leader. I get it. I get it. It's okay. It's okay. I can't even get Sarah, in my sex cult. She wants to be in my sex cult, and I can't even make that happen. That's how bad of a sex cult leader I am. It's 1 a.m. Of course, I'm baked. Oh, that's funny. I'm just wishing somebody would come in and really explain this to me. Whether it's somebody that I know, there's a friend that can say, "Hey, Steve, maybe you misunderstood this," or "Let me explain to you what she said," or "Here's my opinion on it." Or one of them to come in and say, "Hey, Steve, you misunderstood," or "This is what we're at. We want to ask you these questions." I'm an open book. Why do they have to talk about me and Veda when they can just come over and ask me questions? They could DM me. I'll answer their questions. I've never not hid my answers from anybody. I just say, hey, a lot of times certain things I won't make public because mostly it affects other people, and sometimes it could cause harm, and I don't want to ever do that. So certain things that I may discuss in private, I won't do in public because, again, I don't want to harm anybody, and so it's just not for public consumption. But that doesn't mean that I'm not very forthright with the information. Yeah, I'm wearing my glasses. I do have contacts. I went to work the other day with contacts, and people didn't they're like, yeah, I look totally different in contacts. If I have my hair done and slicked back and contacts, yeah, I know I look decent. I'm okay with that. But I like my glasses because it's just so much easier to wear. I haven't like women in glasses. I do. I think women in glasses are. I like the librarian look. I'm weird. That's the only thing that people can like get me on for like being odd is I like the librarian look. What's wrong with that? I like the conservative, smart look. A librarian with glasses. Mid-30s and a pencil shirt. What's not to like? Reading a book. Yeah, they got to be reading a book though. I need to start reading again. I was like, God, I used to read all the time, man. I read like the Isaac Asimov, the Foundation series, and that was an epic adventure. If you guys never read the Foundation series, that got me started, I think, in science fiction. When I read that series, I'm like, wow, this is the precursor to like every other science fiction movie you ever heard. Star Wars, Star Trek, whatever. It doesn't matter. They all seem to have ties to like Isaac Asimov Foundation, and it was one of those brilliant series of all time. And I should read it again. It's just so complicated. It's a very complicated story about the psychohistorians. They're basically like talking about a society that has galactic collapse. There's like millions of worlds in the Galactic Empire, and so one man using like mathematics says he could predict the second fall, and so he prepares for it by building this great computer system. It's pretty interesting series. And then what else I used? The Incarnations of Immortality series, like with On a Pale Horse. Love that as well. Yeah, no, I read. Asimov's a hard read. I loved iRobot. I read iRobot. I read what else did I read by Asimov? A lot of things I read were Piers Anthony, like A Moon is a Harsh Mistress, Blow-Ups Happen, Incarnations of Immortality series. But I read a lot of Asimov stuff. I mean, he was just a genius. But we went off topic. So if you guys don't want to come in, man, and tell me, I'm just going to end this. I'll give you like 2 more minutes for Piers Anthony. Yeah, Piers Anthony, dude. Piers Anthony is one of my favorite. And Robert A. Heinlein. I'm sorry. Blow-Ups Happen and Moon is a Harsh Mistress was Robert A. Heinlein. Piers Anthony was the Incarnation of Immortality series. But Heinlein also wrote one of my all-time favorite books called A Stranger in a Strange Land with Michael Valentine. It was a protagonist. It was I don't know what it was about that book, but it was just super well written. I mean, it was so well written. The church, there was literally a church that got like came out of it called the Church of the Eternal Water or something, you know. But yeah, On a Pale Horse was the first book on the Incarnations of Immortality series on about Thanatos. Yeah, and how I think it was like he was a monk if I remember correctly. He was a monk that became Thanatos. Um, and then you have one that he became Mars, he became the Earth, and then finally Satan and God. Yeah, for the love of evil, it was called. Anyways, my allergies are killing me. You guys can still hear it, right? How bad my allergy is, but I appreciate you guys dropping by. I think it's pretty obvious that none of you guys know what the hell's going on with Down the Rabbit Hole News because you guys would give me suggestions, and it's just there's nothing. There's nothing. So I'm gonna leave it with this. Down the Rabbit Hole News. I did tag you on the community post. So if you watch this, a rabbit is live on the Mod the Glarer live stream. I don't know the Glarer. I don't watch the Glarer. But yeah, I mean, she can watch it after the fact. I mean, like I said, if she even cares to, I did tag her so she knows it's live. And like I said, all she has to say is, "You misunderstood, Steve. I didn't say you're attacking me. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Or you are attacking me. Here's why, or whatever. I'm just curious why she's even talking about me. That's all." So, all right, thanks. I appreciate it, guys. I'm gonna get some rest tonight because, like I said, I'm these allergies are just kicking my butt hard. So I'm gonna take some Benadryl, some melatonin, maybe some other stuff, and just get a good night's sleep for a change, and then maybe stream tomorrow because I am off on Sunday for a change. I almost hardly ever get Sundays off, so I think I might stream tomorrow, but I have to get rid of these allergies first. So, all right, thanks, Kipamaki, Reagan, KCG, Savali, Gudanez, Reagan, etc. I will see you tomorrow afternoon. Sounds good. All right, good night.